Hi folks, it's Nick here on the Commodore Amiga, and we're going to be reviewing Street Gang, and what a gang they are. You can tell by this picture, especially that guy on the front. I wouldn't mess with him. What a pose, if indeed it is an actual man. That's a tough old street gang if ever I saw one. Anyway, this game is by Rainbow Arts in 1988, developed by Time Warp Productions. Good music. Time Warp Productions behind the Great Giant Sisters. Let's see what this one is like. It's a horizontal scroller beat 'em up where, well, I suppose in the genre of Double Dragon and Streets of Rage, fantastic games like that. Get ready for level 1. Here we go. And yes, what's going on here? It looks like an 8-bit game, but it should be a 16-bit game. When you punch someone in the face, they explode, and that generally happens. Looks like we're by the pub. What's going on here now? We need to get off each level by well, man, that's not scrolling very good at all. And now we've gone into the sewer, which might be preferable to play in this game. But let's give it a bit of a chance. We've only just started. If you had this game back in the day, then let me know. We're the Street Gang. Now you see, there's a guy flexing his muscles in the top left. That represents what strength I've got left. If he gets a full bicep, I think we're dead. And in the right is how many lives we've got left, and they're running on. Well, that's a good idea. So, there's lots of guys with yellow hair. Music is the best thing in this game. The rest, have a look at the review of Street Hassle, but this game is El Stinksville already. You can duck, you can jump over. You've got not many fight moves, just punch, and then you think, why bother? Now, Streets of Rage on the Sega Mega Drive, well, blows this away completely. Double Dragon, well, yeah, down the arcade it does. Golden Axe as well, if you want to include that in this range of games, but this is terrible. Not sure what would have scored back in the day. I stay away from the reviews just so it doesn't influence me, but I'll be very surprised if they scored this any decent score at all. What's gone on now? Is that it? Has it crashed? No. Bonus level. I guess we must have finished. Now, we need to find some creature in a bin somewhere. That's the level of excitement. Is that right? No. You lost alive. Lost alive. Haven't even spelt that correctly. Oh, no. Your failure is complete, Obi-Wan. Hello there. Ah, damn. I would like to say goodbye there. Right, here we go. Get ready for level 2. You can take the power. This game is awful. It's terrible. It animates poorly. It plays poorly. There's a guy in a wheelchair going across, I think. Not many fight moves, just a punch, I think, and jump. So fighting people is not really necessary. You just need to get to the end without being shot or punched, and you will explode. You know this. You will explode. You will explode if you get punched too much. That's always happened in boxing. If you remember the Rumble in the Jungle, Muhammad Ali exploded 5 times before eventually winning. This is one of the worst scrolling beat-em-ups ever. I suppose you could call it a beat-em-up. It's more like an avoid-em-up. So bad. If you're liking your Amiga games, we've reviewed quite a few bad ones, but a few good ones in the world. We go past a bright yellow caravan. I wouldn't buy that. Hot dogs, everyone. Yes, you can get to the Amiga reviews. They're in a playlist. Click on my username, takes you to the channel page. I presume that's the end of the level, is it? It takes you to the channel page. Click on the playlist tab, and then Commodore Amiga. There'll be a load of other stuff. Is this better than Street Hassle? I don't know. I think I picked the wrong bin again, and I lost another live. I've lost a live. Oh no, I've lost a live. My favourite live is Five Alive. Used to be a fruit juice. I don't think it's sold anymore. But there's lots of other things to do instead of playing this game. Oh, did I die there? I'm in the top 100 nincompoops who have loaded this game up in error. I thought, right, you lose a life if you don't blow up the bin. Well, that's pretty random, isn't it? There's no way of knowing which bin is correct. Look at that, the Super Tough Gang. If you want to join them, get your pink shoes on, get a nice little perm, and then you could be street ganging with this mob. If you are a member of that hideous gang, then let me know. Yeah, I certainly would run away from them a million times. I will edit down the load times on this as we do level 1. Music is nice and jolly, doesn't fit a street gang sort of theme. Nice bright colours, doesn't fit a street gang sort of theme either. But anyway, let's just proceed. There's a guy there with a grey Mac on. Someone's playing the flute now as we go past the pub. If you are in the pub playing a flute, then comment below, especially if it was the nose flute. Oh man, I can't take much more of this. If you weren't there, I would have gone by now, a long time ago. Right, down into the sewer. When he goes up and down the ladder, the animation isn't too dissimilar to South Park, and they were messing about as well, or blown up. Oh man, brown trousers. I mean, he's walking like a big wally. Anyway, This gang's not really a gang, is it? It's the whole town, really. It's the whole town in grey tracksuits versus you. Perhaps the gym's closed down and they're very annoyed that it's closed down. It's all your fault. You're the tax man, you put up taxes and the gyms are closed. Look, there's people running in the sewers now. God, if you're a man that runs in the sewer, or indeed a woman, then comment below. Is it all this guy's fault with the blue jacket on for doing it in the first place? It's the worst clip art ever, this game. No reason to play it. Playability is 0. Graphics are poor. Music is okay, but it doesn't really fit the genre. Animation is awful. No real draw to go back to the thing. These reviews aren't about expert gameplay, as you know, about seeing how far you would have got, and also would there been enough there if you want to go and play it again. I would not want to play it again, ever. Let's see if I lose alive. I mean, there's no way of knowing which is the right bin here, unless it's the same each time. You do it with trial and error. That's right, is it? You've got 5,000 bonus points. Well done me. So I suppose if it's always in the same place, I suppose you can learn through trial and error, I guess. But why would you want to? Why would you want to keep coming back to this hopeless mess of a pig's wheel of a terrible, 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 awful game? Last week we reviewed Pro Soccer 2190. That was awful. This was even worse than that. What a choice. Imagine you got those two for Christmas. It's a tower block in the distance there. I'd rather be in there, trapped in an elevator, than playing this game. Right, there's the wheelchair boys. Good. I don't know why they put them in there. Oh, look, I can kick now. So on level 2, you've got another move, like a kick. Street Hassle, you have different moves in each level. So the first one was punching. This time you're kicking instead. Doo-dee-doo-boo, ba-doo-doo, doo-dee-doo-boo, ba-doo-doo, ba-doo-doo. Oh, man. Terrible, terrible. If you like this game, then obviously you don't have to agree with what I'm saying. You might think it's the best game of all time. You might think this knocks games like Streets of Rage firmly into the shade. You might think Double Dragon's not worth playing because it hasn't got a bright yellow caravan in like this one. If you're of that ilk, then don't hold back. Let me know. We aim the reviews to be about 10 minutes long. I really wish I wouldn't really want to be playing this longer than a minute. My best go was the one at the start, wasn't it, I think? But here's the street gang, the top 100. They wear pink. That bloke's got a pink jumper and blue shorts on. There's a potato smoking something or other. And a guy on the right with a funny hat on. Looks like he's some sort of midget. And in front of him is a case of money. Could be anything. Could be a little pouch of 4 Brussels sprouts. We don't know. The graphics are so indistinct. There we go, dressed like the man at the front. No one will mess with you, especially if you sat like that. They'd probably chuck you your wallet straight away. So, oh man, imagine him in The Godfather. Cool, that would be pretty tough stuff. Right, one last go, just to see if there's anything obvious I'm missing. So, flexible muscles in the top left, poor graphics, poor animation, guy running around, walking like a nincompoop. Got a big nose, so that's a 1+. There's a sewer you can go down to, and there'll be runners in the sewer. We all know this. Go up there, go up the ladders, try and avoid getting shot. The shooters will come at you at random. We're in a town at the moment, but the levels seem pretty indistinct from each other. It's just different clip art in the background. The play's always going to be exactly the same, apart from it looks like each level you've got slightly different moves. This one he can punch, pretty ineffective, I must say. And then the next stage he's doing gigging. I don't know what he's going to do on stage 3. And then you get the bonus stage. We must guess what Jack in the Box creature is hiding in a bin for some reason. And when you lose all your energy, you explode like a malfunctioning robot. Right, it might be see, the guys with the shooting, just duck under the stuff that shoots you and you should be okay. I mean, imagine that happening in real life. The bloke comes in with a shooter, he keeps shooting, you keep ducking. He can't kill you because he can't shoot below waist height, which is quite useful. Unlike RoboCop, if you know that scene. Right. Thank you for your cooperation. It might have saved it if it was RoboCop here, but maybe not. Oh man, get me out of this terrible, terrible nightmare of a game. The Amiga, if this was on the Commodore 64 or indeed the Spectrum, I'd let it go. It'd be okay for that. Commodore Amiga 16-bit, it was supposed to be the new era. This is 1988, arguably it's the start of the era, but even so, they should have got more out of the game than this absolute dreadful mess of a playable game. Well, it's more playable than Pro Soccer 2190, but why would you want to play it? I can't think of any particular reason at all, unless you were someone that likes running in the sewer and and you wanted to change from that. and to see other people running the sewer instead. Street gang. Disband the gang. Get out of here. No way, Jose. Well, really speaking, as we see the top 100, there's no... I mean, I'm trying to think of something half decent to say about the game, but I can't really at all. One last go, should we not risk it? What do you think? We've seen enough of the thing. Right, this is definitely, this is against my better judgment. This is your fault, this is against my last go. But I'll just go Cavaliers. It's not even worth punching. Look at that. I mean, they're spraying something like mace in my face. That'd be a good name for a Star Wars film. Mace in your face. But anyway, they're trying to spray mace in my face. It's pointless. It's pointless to try and fight these guys. One, because they keep regenerating the whole time. And also, as well, is you lose energy too. So it's just an avoid 'em up. It's not a beat 'em up at all. At least in like Streets of Rage and Double Dragon, they didn't regenerate. You fought the guys on the screen and then you moved on to the next bit. Also like Target, Renegade, those sort of games, you did the same sort of thing. But because of the regeneration, it's pointless fighting these guys. So it's just get off the screen as quickly as possible. It looks like there's 3 or 4 screens you need to race across. Then the level ends. Then you've got that stupid bonus stage, which is useless. As you can tell, I don't like this game. Not only do I not like this game, I hate this game. Imagine getting this for Christmas or your birthday, or even saving out your pocket money and buying it. I mean, even from the sometimes a game will trick you to buy it from the screenshots, but even from the screenshots, there's no real reason to actually buy this. I can't think why any kid would want to buy this or bought it. It's present only. It's strictly present only. There's no way they would pick that unless it got bundled with their computer, but I don't think it did. Street gang, street hassle. If you want a good game, even Street Fighter wasn't particularly good, but it was I give this thing, and I played it quite a lot because I didn't know any other versions at the time. But Street Racer, then go for that instead if you're looking for a game with Street on the front. But I won't be playing this again. It's absolutely abysmal. Pro Soccer 2 last week was also abysmal if you want to see the review there. But terrible game. Nothing good I can say about it whatsoever. So I hope you like having a look at that game. Try and avoid it at all costs. That was Street Gang on the Commodore Amiga, published by Rainbow Arts in 1988. If you want to this game, similar games, or anything retro, then by all means stick that in the comment section below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond, there's the gang again, a very fond goodbye. This gang's not really a gang, is it? It's the whole town, really. It's the whole town in grey tracksuits versus you. Perhaps a gym's closed down and they're very annoyed that it's closed down. It's all your fault.